Hello one and all, and welcome back to the Total Sport YouTube channel. It's another first time Finnish collaboration. This time we're looking at quite the topic. It's that successor for Diego Simeone. The man who's been linked with Atletico Madrid for a long time. Who could step into that big shadow? We're going to find out. But before we get into this one, make sure you smash the subscribe button, hit the like, drop a comment, and also go over to First Time Finish and make sure to check out all of their incredible content. You definitely won't regret it. As I mentioned in the intro, so today we're diving into the successor of Diego Simeone at Atletico Madrid. When football fans think of Atletico Madrid, the red and white side of Madrid, they think of Diego Simeone. It's the first name that comes to their head. The Argentine has been seemingly become the embodiment of Los Colchoneros, the symbol of the club. He's represented them as a player and as a coach for a whopping 15 years. Which is incredible. As a player, he made over 160 appearances for the club, lifting both the league and the cup, and even ended his European playing career with Atletico before returning to Argentina and retiring completely as a player. However, since becoming the head coach in 2011, Simeone has morphed his Atleti legacy into something completely different. He took them from being an inconsistent club which used to bounce around the upper echelons of the mid-table to being a true mainstay within the top three and a European force. Not only did he take them further, he took them to trophies, a league, Europa Leagues, the Cup, and also coming up short in 2 Champions League finals against bitter rivals Real Madrid. He really has transformed Atletico into a pretty big powerhouse through Europe, and a side that a lot of people don't want to face whenever they come up against him in competition. It's been quite the transformation. However, with a near decade in charge, all things must come to an end at some stage, right? So now we're going to look into how would you replace him. And to understand what Simeone brings to Atletico Madrid, it's important to consider that when you're looking at a successor. The Spanish side had never been the brash, sort of trendy side like their neighbours Real Madrid. Instead, they've been that scrappy underdog, there to make it a fight. So with that in mind, and also considering the fact that Simeone himself is quite a big personality on the touchline, just look at the clips, he is quite scary. Let's look into that and let's take a look at the candidates. The first name on our list to possibly succeed Diego Simeone at Atletico Madrid is current River Plate boss Marcelo Gallardo. After a very 7 decorated years at the club, he seems primed to move into Europe. I mean, some would argue that he's currently the greatest manager in the club's history. He's taken them to quite a lot of success in that period of time. They share some similarities, both utilising a 4-4-2. However, Gallardo definitely seems to push forward for allowing his players to be more creative and expressive in that sense. Utilise more creative midfielders as opposed to Simeone, who puts forward a bank of central midfielders across the middle of the park. That in mind, and considering what Atletico do have in their club with the likes of João Felix and Thomas Lemar, they could both really thrive under Gallardo. Alongside that, he's also known to shift to a back 3. Which could definitely be useful for the likes of Karim, who's been very good this season, and we've seen before how well he thrives at wing back from his time at Spurs. And also Saul and Koke could provide an anchor in midfield. He may be different on the tactics sheet, but he's also quite a big and explosive personality, and he's not shy of making his presence known. So with that in mind, he could definitely be quite the candidate to take Atleti into a new era. If Atleti wanted to stay within the Liga, possibly even stay within the same city, they could use Jose Bordalas at Getafe because he's actually right there and primed, and there's some similarities to be drawn between him and Simeone. Bordalas has been around a long time. He's had 15 managerial jobs through his career, but he's really helped Getafe grow as a club in recent years, taking him from the brink of the Segunda Division right up to 5th place in La Liga in very impressive fashion. They both play very hard playing football. They make it scrappy, they make it hard for their opponents to get through. They press in similar fashion. They also like to pounce on their opponents and sit back and just make it a really tough time and make it a scrappy affair. So in that sense, they go hand in hand. And Getafe really haven't got the biggest budget in the Liga, which is something that really shows credit to Jose Bordalas. He works on a very shoestring budget. So from that parallel, there's definitely plenty to compare. Alongside that, he's also quite a large personality, throwing forward his views and quite happy to show himself all over the touchline, kicking every ball within sight. So from that basis, if they wanted to keep some sort of continuity, there's very few other choices more suited to the job than Jose Bordalas. The final candidate who could possibly replace Diego Simeone at Atletico Madrid is none other than Massimiliano Allegri, a name that's been quite known throughout Europe for the better part of the last decade and has been linked with numerous top jobs, but has actually found himself out of work since 2019. 5 league titles, 2 Champions League finals at Juventus, obviously losing both those finals to Real Madrid and Barcelona. But he's also the last man to lead AC Milan to any form of league glory. Everybody knows what Allegri is about. He's tactically adept, he's defensively solid, but he can also go gung-ho when he needs to. He may not deliver the same touchline antics that Diego Simeone does, but he is very much a no-nonsense, solid coach who knows how to work with what he's got. And when we see what he did with the likes of Paulo Dybala, João Felix should be licking his lips, because that secondary striker role could definitely help him shine, more so than he has under Diego Simeone. Allegri knows how to take a team and create a well-oiled machine. We saw it at Juventus, and he's capable of shifting around. If he wants to play 4 at the back, he can do that. If he wants to play 3 at the back and create quite a formidable backline, he can do that. A proven hand in Europe, capable of working with what he's provided with. Allegri would be a solid choice for the post-Simeone era. So that was our 3 candidates who could succeed Diego Simeone at Atletico Madrid. What do you think? Good choices, bad choices? Let us know in the comments below. Who would you shout for that position? Anyhow, make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, drop a like, and also check out First Time Finish. But until then, we'll catch you on the next one.